Hello students, in this class we are going to discuss about graph data structure. In the previous classes we have discussed about the tree data structure. Basically what is the graph? It is also containing the nodes which are connected in a direction. These are some of the examples of a graph. These are the examples of the graph where these nodes are connected with each other. Okay. See, basically we have discussed all the data structures. How we are going to represent the data structures? We can represent these graphs using adjacency matrix, and adjacency list. Okay, there are more than, we can represent the graph using so many ways. Basically by using, these are the most used ways we are going to represent the graphs. Okay, let us see one example how we are going to represent the graph by using the adjacency matrix. Okay, let us take the example of this graph. If it is the graph, let us see how we are going to represent this graph by using the adjacency matrix. Okay, basically how we are going to represent the matrix in the memory by using, suppose if it is having m rows and n columns, just like that we are going to represent this matrix in the memory. Just like that, by using this graph, how we are going to represent this matrix, let us see. Okay, if it is the graph, see, it is represented by using the matrix by order of n by n, where n equal to number of vertices. See, how many vertices it is having? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have to represent the matrix of order 5 by 5. Okay, we have to represent the matrix of order 5 by 5. 1, that is 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, just like this we are going to represent. Okay, if it is having, first you have to calculate how many number of vertices we are having. Based upon that vertices we are going to take the order of the matrix, that is order of n by n, where n is the number of vertices. Okay, see, let us see what is the relationship between A to B, B to D, B to D and E to E. Just we are, suppose this is first row, second row, third, A, B, C, D and E, just like that we are going to represent. Okay, see, first of all you have to check whether there is any relationship between self-link, just like that. A to A relationship is there or not in this graph. Okay, here for A to A, B to B, D to D and E to E, there is no relationship. So all the elements in the diagram must be, this is A, B, C, D and E, just like that. Here also we can represent A, B, C, D and E. See, for A to A there is no link. Okay, if we have link like this, we may represent here 1. Okay, but there is no link, there is no self link, so we may represent with 0. Okay, for B to B there is no, for B to B there is no link, for C to C there is no, for D to D, for E to E we don't have any. Okay, then for A to B we will have, see, if you observe this graph, there is no direction in this graph. Okay, if we have any type of direction, suppose if it is unidirectional, then if it is like this, then we will have only link between A to B. That is, we have direction from A to B itself. But if it is like this in the graph, it is having unidirection, that is from A to B and B to A. Okay, we may represent it like this, from A to B, B to A, like this. Okay, so A to B we are having one direction. From A to C we will have one. A to D we don't have. A to E we don't have direct link. Okay, next see, from B to A we will have one link. From B to C we will have, from B to C we will have one link. From B to D also we will have. B to E also we will have one link. Okay, next see, from C to A we will have one link. Then C to B also we will have. C to D we don't have direct link. C to E we will have one link. Okay, then from D to A we don't have a link. D to B we have one link. Then D to C we don't have. Then D to E, yes, we will have one link. Okay, then from E to A we don't have any direct link, so it is represented with 0. E to B we will have one link. E to C will have one link. Then E to D. Just like this we are going to represent this by using the matrix. If you want to store this particular matrix in the memory, then the space complexity is represented as the space complexity for this particular matrix to store this theta of n square. Why it is n square? We have to store n number of vertices, n number of columns and n number of rows. Suppose if it is 5 by 5, we have to store 5 number of rows and 5 number of columns like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that we have to store the space in the memory. For that, how much number of space we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Just like this, we must need this much amount of space. So we can calculate the space complexity. For this, the space complexity is theta of n square. Okay? Now let us see how we are going to represent this graph by using the adjacency list. See, for this graph we are having how many number of vertices? We are having 5 number of vertices. A, B, C, D and E. Okay? From this you are going to create the link, whether if it is having direct link with one node and another node. Okay? From A to B we will have one link. So we have to create a node and we have to create link to that. A to B, next A to C. Okay? Next. For B, A to B and A to C, only for 2 nodes it is having a link. Next for the node B. For how many nodes it is having the link? B to D, B to E and B to C. B to D, B to E and B to C. Next for the node C, we have to check for how many nodes it is having. C to B, C to E, C to A, C to A, B and E, C to A, B and E. Next for the node D, B, E. B and E. Next for the node E, for C, B, C and D. For B, C and E. Just like this we are going to represent the graph by using the adjacency list. Okay. See, if you want to represent this in the memory, then the space complexity is theta of n plus 2e. See how we can say that it is n plus 2e. Why you have to represent this with particular 2? See, if you observe any node, it will come 2 times. See here, this B comes here, C comes 2 times, D comes 2 times, here and here, A comes 2 times. Just like this, if you observe any node, it will come 2 times in the list. For that, we have represented with this 2e. Okay. Now let us see what are the different types of operations that we are going to perform on a particular graph. Okay. See, in a data structure, we may perform so many operations on a data structure, but basically the major operations that we are going to perform is insertion, deletion, merging and traversing. Okay? These are the major operations that we can perform search operation, we can perform more number of operations we can perform on a data structures, but these are the main operations that we are going to perform on data structure. For that reason we are discussing this. Okay? Let us see how we are in adjacency matrix, how we are going to insert a particular node. Okay? Suppose if it is the graph A, B and C. Suppose this is the graph. If you want to insert this particular node, D, then how we are going to insert this particular node? Now let us see. Okay? If you are going to represent, first of all you have to think whether you are going to represent with this adjacency matrix or adjacency list. If we are going to represent with this adjacency matrix, first of all, see, we have already discussed that if you want to represent it with this matrix, we have to take the size of the matrix. That the size maybe depends upon number of vertices. Here, first the number of vertices is 3. But another vertex came D. Then how we are going to increase that particular size in the memory? It is impossible to increase the memory in a matrix. For that reason, by starting itself, we have to take the more size. Suppose if it is 4 by 4 matrix, if it based upon the number of vertices, we have to take the size of the matrix. Actually, beginning we are having, this is the graph, we have to take 3 by 3 matrix. If we want to insert this, we need 4 by 4 matrix. For that reason, from the beginning itself, we have to take the more number of rows and more number of columns. Okay? I am taking the matrix of order 10 by 10 to insert the data. That is 10 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the matrix of order 10 by 10. Now we can easily add the number of vertices. Okay? See, if it is 3 by 3, A, B, C. Here we can write the relationship. From A to A we don't have, A to B we will have, A to C we don't have, B to A we will have, B to C, B to B we don't have, B to C we have, Okay, C to B we have, C to A we don't have, C to C we don't have. Just like this we are going to represent. Now if we are going to add this particular vertex, we need some memory, no? For that reason we have taken this. Okay, if we add the vertex here, now we have created the link. Now see, A to D we will have the relationship, we will have the link. D to B to D we don't have. C to D we have. D to A we have. D to B we don't have. D to C we are having the link. D to D we don't have the link. Just like this we are going to perform the insertion operation in the adjacency matrix. If it is a list, it is very easy to increase the size dynamically. We can increase the size in the memory dynamically. We can increase it if it is if we are going to insert by using the list. Just like this we can increase 1 A, B, C, D and E. Just like this we can increase the size dynamically. But when it comes to matrix, we have to fix the size. Okay? This is the insertion operation in the adjacency matrix and adjacency list. If we are going to perform the deletion operation, what we have to do? Simply we don't have the link between these. If you want to delete this particular node D, then here what we have to do? We have to make this one particular one to 0. A to D to 0. B to D we don't have. C to D to 0. This all becomes 0. See, in the memory itself we make all this place to 0, so it will that vertex will automatically delete it. Okay. Then if you want to merge two graphs, suppose this is the graph. Suppose this is the graph and this is the another graph. We want to merge these two graphs. What we have to do? If it is A, B, C, D and E, simply what we have to do? Here you are having 2 vertices, here you are having 3 vertices, totally 5 vertices. We have to take the order of 5 by 5. Okay? First of all, only it will be size is fixed. We have taken 10 by 10. How many vertices totally? If you are going to merge these two graphs, what we have to do? First of all, we have to count how many vertices are there. How many vertices are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices are there. So we have to take 5 memory locations here: A, B, C, D and E, A, B, C, D and E. Next we are going to represent the link. Okay. A to B you are having. A to C you are having. A to A we don't have. A to B we are having. A to C you are having a link. A to D we don't have. A to E we don't have. Just like this we are going to merge the two graphs. Okay. These are the main operations that if you are going to perform a traversing operation, we are having two types of traversals. That is breadth first traversal and depth first traversal. In the next classes we are going to see about the breadth first traversal and depth first traversal. Thank you.